Raging Rants and Reviews.
Watch Dave Bautista's body fight with his clothing for 2 hours.
Raging Rants and Reviews.
Zack Snyder comes off the Justice League cut and follows it up with this debacle. Dave Bautista must pull off a heist in zombie-infested Las Vegas. Ward and his zombie-killing buddies from back in the day team up with a safecracker, pilot, and YouTube sharpshooter to steal $200 million. It's an interesting journey, but a lot of it just doesn't make sense. Like, if this is his fault, then shouldn't he have the codes? Why are they breaking in? Why is this a heist? The main character, Scott Ward, is played by Dave Bautista, and it's just dry and flat. There's a running food truck joke with ideas and conversations that he has with his daughter. They're awkward. I mean, at best, she's a liability to the entire mission. This is the worst dressed bunch I've ever seen. In the land of one scratch or one bite and it's game over, you're a zombie, there's way too much exposed skin. I mean, these people look like they're on a Las Vegas vacation, not a heist into zombie land. In a scramble to flee the casino, everyone dies. One by one, some in more hilarious ways and some in more unexpected ways. There's a zombie tiger. I'm not complaining, I'm just very confused. If you close your mind off to the things that are supposed to make sense in a zombie movie and watch for entertainment purposes alone, well, then you'll still be disappointed. But you won't have a headache of trying to make sense of things. In the end, through sheer movie magic, Kate survives the helicopter crash and makes off with a handful of cash, which isn't even for her. It's for the two kids to buy themselves out of this infection camp. I love a good zombie movie. I love a good heist movie. This was neither.
Raging Rants and Reviews.
First things first, we need to establish that this is not a zombie movie. Whatever came out of that container was not a zombie. Unless you're talking Resident Evil Umbrella Corporation level 6 zombie, which at that point, they're not zombies. Whatever came out of that container was not a zombie, and this is not a zombie movie. But strictly for reference sake, we're going to refer to them as zombies. I really need to know what happens to the super undead creature from the beginning of the movie and his two lackeys. So the zombies fall into two categories: the stupid, slow, scraggly kind, and the alphas. The alphas, they aren't really that much alpha. They're faster at getting shot in the face. That's what they're better at. They claim that they're more organized. They're not. They claim that they're smarter. They're not. A couple of them are faster, but that's about it. They get shot in the face just the same. So the lead alpha, I guess, super alpha, main alpha, wears a bulletproof mask, which you would think if he's smart enough to figure that out, he would hand those out to his other undead army so they too don't get shot in the face. Lily knows way too much about the undead and making trades and how they wander the dead zone, and then she ignores all the rules that she says to follow. I couldn't tell if this movie was making fun of itself or not. There are a couple comical moments, and then there's moments that are just out of place and supposed to be sentimental, but it's a zombie heist movie. We don't have time for sentiment and drama. There is no clear timeline between when the zombie attack happened and when they got Las Vegas contained. When did this happen? Was it a month ago? Was it a year ago? A week ago? 6 hours ago? Who knows? Also, how did they quarantine Vegas so fast? How long did the zombie outbreak take? How long does it take to ship in shipping containers to board up a wall? How do you know it's gonna work? Oh no, zombies can't climb shipping containers? Is that new? Climbing is apparently the kryptonite for all zombies. So the alpha guy can't climb a shipping container, but he can climb the Statue of Liberty on his morning walk. Doesn't make sense, but okay. So Tanaka tells him that there's $200 million there, and it's already been insured and repaid back to him. And then he has to go get the $200 million, and then $50 million of that $200 million he can split between him and his team. That doesn't make any sense. Ward is acting like he can split the $15 million between him and his friends for $45 million, and give $2 million to the pilot for $47 million, then give $500,000 to the safecracker or $250,000 to somebody else. Like, they're not gonna notice that there's $200 million in the safe in the vault and know that they're getting cheated. They're like, oh, he won't know our cut. Your bag's clearly bigger than my bag, so I'm going to know some things the fuck up. $200 million, weighs 2,000 kilos, which is over 2 tons, which is over 4,000 pounds. So you, your team, and 4,000 pounds of money is going to fly out of the zone before a nuclear missile? No chance. After they learn that they have 90 minutes to complete this mission, nobody makes haste. It shows zero signs of hustle. There is no concern that in 90 minutes, a nuclear bomb is going to blow everything up. Apparently the zombie queen was pregnant. So these uglies really in here bumping uglies. So zombies can procreate? That don't even sound very zombie-ish. That's nasty. I don't even want to think about it. The pilot makes a good point. Triage. We really need to address triage more often.
Hey, has there been any thought given to triage?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, obviously the German is the most important person because he can open the safe. But barring that, it's got to be me, right? Because without me, you can't fly the chopper out of here. So that would make me second most important. And I don't know if you two are tied for third or whatever, but I'm certainly more important than that guy. Sorry, I didn't know you were listening. I am I am definitely more important than that guy. I'm not trying to be the bad guy. We should be incentivized to let him die.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, even the people who have never killed zombies before, have perfect headshot precision. It's like they could shoot the fucking wall and the bullet ends up in the brain of a zombie. Kate is clearing rooms like she fucking works for SWAT. Scott's estranged daughter Kate is also on the team, but she's there to look for her friend who ran off in the middle of the night to steal money, leaving her 2 kids abandoned and didn't come back the very next day. So Kate's bright idea is to run off and look for the mom, leaving the kids where? That's right, the same place that they are, without a mom or Kate. And spoiler, they do find the mom, and then she dies. So Kate's entire mission was pointless. Guzman and Chambers are undoubtedly a favorite duo of mine. They really are sharpshooters and both go out with a bang. But they were just thrill seekers who were there to kill a couple zombies, take selfies, and, blow shit up. And that's what they did. So Lily decides to cut through a 3-foot wall instead of cutting the grate that was right above her. So the pilot, who specifically came for the $2 million payout, is very calm when Ward tells her that there is no money and that they also have to make another stop and that they also only have 9 minutes to leave the blast zone before nuclear missiles hit. So in 9 minutes, they have to fly from point A to point B. He has to locate her, get her out, and then they have to fly out of the blast zone in 9 minutes. The pilot gets shot because she wasn't getting paid anyway, so there's no reason to keep her alive. So after Ward's daughter shoots him in the face, a medivac shows up, and somebody on the editing team fucked up because the background doesn't move the entire time that the medivac shows up. It's just the explosion. Wait, so Vanderhoof survives because he was in the vault? Do nuclear missiles not destroy vaults? No, I'm seriously asking. Vanderhoof emerges with 3 big-ass bags of cash. If you rewatch the fight, he never gets bit. So how does he have a perfect set of bite mark teeth in his arm at the end of the movie? Somebody fucked up. In the vault, Vanderhoof and Ludwig find the corpses of previous teams that were there and have a philosophical moment about how they could be trapped in a loop of life and death.
Is it another team or is it us, Dieter? Huh? Think about it. Us. I mean, look at them. It's us. It could be us in another timeline. And we're caught in some infinite loop of fighting and dying. Fighting and dying, fighting and dying. And Tanaka, puppet master, devil, God, and we, you, me, Goose, and the rest of the team, simply pawns in some perverse play where we're destined to repeat our failures. And finally, in some mind-bending ironic reveal. It all begins again. Cool.